This is a popular notion that a lot of people have about doing business in Africa. It's very popular, especially on Western media, online. Narratives of people about Africa that there are no opportunities for doing business in Africa. According to them, the continent is just dead as far as business is concerned. Is this true? Is it a fact or this is a myth? And so for some people, they have written off Africa. They have good business idea. Africa is off their map. Is this true or not? Is this a fact or is just a myth? By 2050, the population of Africa will be 2.5 billion. And this means that the product or service that you want to offer to the marketplace, as far as Africa is concerned, there's a huge demand for that product or that service that you want to offer. What it means is that by 2050, 1 out of 4 people you meet on the street will be an African. Again, more than 60% of the population will be less than 40 years, making Africa a very youthful continent, meaning that the demand for goods and services will be very, very high. And this should mean something for you as far as your business is concerned. The middle class in Africa is rising. Over 300 million people are in the middle class, and this is rising every year. Middle class means that these are people who are educated. Their crave and demand for quality goods and services, they are on the rise. These are people who buy things online. The middle class is rising in Africa. And that should also tell you that the demand for your goods and services, as far as Africa is concerned, is very great, will be very great, both now and in the near future. $6.7 trillion spending consumer and businesses by 2030. This is huge. And this is huge because population is increasing. The middle class is also increasing. And so obviously it will translate into consumer and business spending. Half of the countries in Africa are middle to high income. Africa is on the move. Africa is rising. 6 out of the 10 fastest growing economies are in Africa. Out of the 10 fastest growing economies in the world, 6 are in Africa. And lastly, Africa is the second fastest growing region after Asia. There's population growth, 2.5 billion people by 2050. The middle class is rising. Africa is the second fastest growing continent after Asia. Put all these variables together, there are business opportunities in Africa for you to explore. The notion that there are no opportunities in Africa is a myth. It's not a fact. There is the demand for your goods and services. So the idea that you want to explore, the business opportunity that you want to explore on the continent, the demand is there. The middle class is rising. Urbanization is on the rise. 6 out of 10 of the fastest growing economies, they are in Africa. There are opportunities in Africa for your business idea.